Hey everyone. So, as the title suggests, this video is going to be essentially a side episode. So, what I'm going to do is there's a lot here in town, like a whole lot. I believe, the biggest town in the game, and there's a lot of people to talk to, things to explore, etc. So, I would rather get that out of the way in a side episode so that you guys can have main episodes with actual advancement. So what I'm essentially planning to do from this point on is when something big is happening that doesn't really advance the plot, so right now is a big one, and then pretty soon after this next dungeon there will be another one, I'm going to do some side episodes like this that just let you get all of the stuff that's going on in the background and whatnot, and are, I guess, technically, depending on how you want to consider it, I would say they're optional to watch because none of this is essential to the story or what have you, but it will lend some background and give that extra information for anyone who wants it. So, if you don't really care about all that, then like I said, this is marked as a side episode, so you can just go ahead and continue with the main ones and you're not going to miss a lot. Otherwise, welcome, and we're just going to go around town and talk to people, explore, and then I'll wrap it up and we'll go to the main episode, which, I'll end this video and then we'll start that. So, this shouldn't take too long. I would say maybe like 20 minutes or so, half an hour at most. But yeah, so let's get to it. And we'll start with this statue. The Guardian of Stability, Zeldux, Guardian of Adelaide Castle. So, we learned in last time all about the Guardians in Cecilia's prologue. So, he mentioned, there were 4 main elemental guardians mentioned there, but now we're seeing this guy, the Guardian of Stability. So, and there was a Guardian of the Stars mentioned as well. So, clearly there's more than just those 4 main elemental ones. A nice day, good weather. We owe it all to Adelaide Castle's guardian, Zeldux. Thank you, old man. Professor M is always fiddling with machines. Okay, so Emma we heard about last time. She is the person overseeing the excavation that those extremely panicked guys were coming back to town to talk to. So she's who we're going to need to talk to progress the main story. The fact that this hospital is always empty must be the sign of a great healer. That guy just looks mysterious to me. So, everyone's talking about the festival. I'll be in bed. Sorry, old man. Also, that is my go-to old man voice. So all of these guys are pretty much going to have that voice. His injury's not bad, but they have to do something about those monsters. My injury was minimal. I didn't need to be hospitalized. What a wimp. He shouldn't cry over a monster bite. Yeah, I bet you'd be in the same bed. And he already said he didn't want to be here. Don't be a jerk. The situation's dangerous. I wonder what Emma's planning to do. You just let us stay? Okay. This hospital's never crowded. Maybe people don't like the doctor. Oh, also, in case you hadn't figured it out, this mysterious dude here is the doctor. So the great healer he was talking about is himself. Kind of a narcissist. I heard the professor's invention is going to help with the excavation. Bombs! Ooh. Magic carrot and healberry. Awesome. Some daughters of the Adelaide family were born with the power to sense the will of the Guardians. Is the power of the Guardians fading away? This is Adelaide Castle. We welcome everyone into our castle. So we will be going there, but we're going to go there after fully exploring the town, because I'm going to switch to Cecilia for that, because as we've already learned, she's the princess of Adelaide. So it's going to be more interesting to go around the castle as her, I believe, than as anyone else. She should have some unique dialogue here and there. You come to enjoy the festival, Dream Chaser? I mean, not actually, but while we're here, yes. Gotta go all the way around. Pretty sure this is just like a paralysis cure item too. You must have been bored to come all the way up here. Yep, heat sap, just paralysis. Oh well. Every little bit helps. The festival that everyone's been waiting for is going to be held in the East Plaza. You mean this East Plaza? Which I don't think we're actually allowed to get into yet. Be an archaeological festival here. I can't wait. Go south to leave town. Go up those stairs. That's where the festival is being held. It's still not ready yet. I'm bored. When's it gonna open? Stop blocking me, punk. So, yeah, you can see they've got a lot of stuff set up, but there's not really anyone here yet at any of these booths. There's nothing on all the pedestals, etc. So, we will be coming back here after we help out in Lalathea's tomb. Because that's when the festival will actually be happening. Barbados exhibit. Danger, do not enter. Diablo exhibit. Danger, do not enter. And I'm pretty sure all the people around here just talk about being excited for the festival, but we will get to them in a minute. Lalathea exhibit. Danger, do not enter. So right there, now we know why they're digging in Lalathea's tomb. They're trying to get an exhibit for the festival. I said it was an archaeological festival. Lalathea's tomb is a ruin, so I think you can kind of connect the dots. There's something in Lalathea's tomb that they're trying to pull out to exhibit. King Adleide's really into these ancient artifacts. That's how we're able to hold this festival. Even some educated inhabitants of Adleide fear the ancient machines. Maybe the festival will reduce their fears. Grandma told me that the demons have a mechanical body totally different from the human body, but the golems also look like machines. There are excavations going on in the northern ruins. What are they digging for? So, nothing too new and exciting so far, other than that King Adleide is into ruins. This is just a racetrack. And so, yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but my next side episode is going to basically just be having fun at the festival, because there are all sorts of side things and mini games and such to do that we'll have a good time with that, but that's going to be a side thing, because I could easily waste so much time doing that, and I don't want to put it in a main episode. The Ruin Festival? I've learned to appreciate these things in my old age. It's an old joke. What happened to our advanced ancestors? Is the legend true? Were they destroyed by the demon race? Alright, I think that's everyone here, and even if not, it's close enough. And I am noticing that movement and such does seem to be a little stuttery today on the capture, so I'm gonna do a bit of work after this episode and try to figure out how to make this run a bit smoother for you guys. So hopefully, so this episode might be a little stuttery, and maybe it was like that on the previous ones. I thought it looked a bit better than this though. And yeah, I mean, it may still look pretty alright to you guys, but comparing it, the capture to my actual gameplay on the other screen, I can definitely see a difference. So I'm going to work on that and try and see if I can smooth the capture out a bit. If not, I apologize. I will continue to work on it. But just wanted to mention that. The princess is coming back at the start of the festival. She's been gone for almost 10 years now. She must be very beautiful. Stop being a lecherous old man. You're just a kid. You're a dream chaser? That's pretty impressive. Heard there will be a big festival here soon. Maybe a good deal floating around these parts. Are you a dream chaser? How's business? There were no casualties in the earthquake, but the excavation is ruined. I am a traveling poet. Can I sing you a love song? Or recite you a poem or two? Who cares? You're probably just looking forward to the festival. Who can blame you? What's a poem worth these days anyway? I totally would have listened to a poem, dude. Another dream chaser? No work for you here. If you really need a job, go over to Emma's. She's always doing some weird experiments day in and day out. Stop. Go. I just want to check the barrels. Okay. Are there any good adventures lately? Hello, Mr. Dream Chaser. How are you? Yes. So, that actually brings up a good point. Rudy's arms don't just refill like MP will for Jack and Cecilia by resting. We have to actually pay to reload the arms. And the more powerful they are, the more it's going to cost. Welcome to Adelaide Inn. No, we don't need to stay the night. Yay, money. Hey, that almost made back how much it cost to refill our arm. Hello, welcome to Adelaide. There will be a festival soon. Be an artifact found by a dream chaser at the festival. We don't know what it is, but it was found long ago inside the cave to the north. The best warriors also have the best equipment. Who, me? I'm just a collector, don't mind me. Book entitled Basic Fighting. Do you want to read it? Sure. You must equip your weapons and armor before you fight. That's not actually true. We are able to change equipment mid-battle however we like to. So, we could, honestly, just never change weapons except in the middle of fights. It's not a good idea, but it's doable. By binding two elements together, you can create all kinds of spells. First, you have to study hard to be able to bind the elements. So, ordinary people know about how magic works, but they're not good enough to use it like Cecilia is. That's why she studied so much. This house has been empty for months. Perhaps it's haunted. I don't remember there ever being anything significant about this house. I think maybe later a carpenter kind of guy gets set up in there to do some work, but other than that, I don't recall anything notable. Busy, busy, busy. I gotta work hard so I can go to the festival. I'm gonna go to sleep now so that I can be the first person at the festival. Go to church and pray to the guardians. They will purify your body. You can't see them, but the guardians do live on Filgaia. What are you talking about? We saw one like 10 minutes ago. He's a lion statue monster guy. So that would just be like when we went to the one at Cecilia's prologue. It would be a big glowy light, and then it'll say that we're cured of status ailments. I don't think we can read any of these. Yeah. Yep, okay. Travel south of Adelaide and you will see the Curin Abbey. Our princess is studying magic at the Abbey. So in case you hadn't noticed from the few people who've said it, no one realizes that Cecilia's come back to town already. They all think she's not gonna head back until the festival starts, and so she's still at the Abbey. I hope I have enough Gela to spend at the festival. I can't wait! And again, I'm sorry for the terrible voices, but I figure that's at least marginally more interesting than me reading everything in an identical voice. Ancient Ruin Festival. Artifacts from all over. All shapes and sizes. Wow, he's so excited he can only speak in buzzword phrases. Mayor Cuthbert. The preparation for the festival is going well. King Adelaide is backing us in the excavation of the main attraction. It is going to be the most exciting event we've ever had in this kingdom. This town is peaceful due to the benevolent rule of King Adelaide. I want to be useful, but I don't know what to do. Well, clearly pacing next to a table is working well for you, so just keep that up, I suppose. We talked to you already? I fell out of my bed during the earthquake. How embarrassing. We've been in here? No, we haven't. Do you remember that earthquake we had? I'm worried about the tomb. Big house for just one old lady. Professor Emma? She's very beautiful. When the princess was still very young, she joined the abbey on her own. The royal family has its own burdens. Wow, you mean being royalty isn't actually just, you get to be rich and famous and have a good time always? Wow. There will be a display of ancient artifacts in this town. Might have already talked to him. Alright, I think that is pretty much everyone just regularly in town. Oh, come on, kid! Yeah, I can definitely notice some choppiness when I sprint. So I'm going to try and fiddle with settings and make this look a bit better after this episode. I'm sorry if it's been like that on the last few and I just didn't particularly notice it. But yeah, like I said, I will do my best to make it improve. I can't promise anything, but I will try. I don't think there's anywhere we can go around the edges of the castle. Yeah. This castle welcomes all. Come and go as you please. Okay, those aren't doors. I thought they might be. Adlehyde Castle has withstood many wars. It holds as many secrets as any ruin around here. Oops, I should keep my mouth shut or Minister Johann will be angry with me. Our castle is ancient. It's more than 1,000 years old. That's pretty good for it to still be in, pristine condition. Congrats to you guys. I'm starving. Something smells incredible. I can't wait. Will you... I swear to God, they're actively blocking me. Every day we cook enough to feed an army. Literally. And yes, every chef in the game is going to be generic French chef voice, because why not? When the princess was small, she hardly ate anything. We had to bend over backwards just to feed her. That's in pretty stark contrast to what we heard over at the Abbey about how she would eat absolutely anything, anytime. Go away, I'm flavoring the food, it takes concentration. I swear there's something in one of these barrels. Let's see, these should be doors on both sides. It's definitely choppier when I run, so I'll try not to run. Oh, and that is a side item that nullifies poison. So we're going to stick that on Cecilia. She's the one who found it, finders keepers and all that. Plus, it would be great to have her not get poisoned. We'll go forward first. This magic door can only be opened with a magic key. So, there are in fact a whole bunch of magic keys in the game. Literally an infinite number, but you have to farm them outside of the handful that the game will give to you directly. You have to farm from really friggin' strong enemies. So we might use a way around that later in the game if we need extras. We'll see. You can walk around as much as you like, but keep cool. I don't want to arrest you. So, none of the guys we've talked to so far seem to realize who Cecilia is. We pledge our loyalty to the king, who listens to all of his subjects. Only the royal family and their guests may enter. Please leave. A wish for peace will overcome any sword. The king's words speak to me. Oh, but if we look at this very carefully and say that he just says the king and then ignore the apostrophe, it becomes the king's swords speaks to me. I think there's a conspiracy going on here, guys. Most visitors to the castle seem to explore the place thoroughly. Minister Johann. Maybe it's supposed to be Johann, but I don't know anyone else in this universe who's Germanic like that, so we're just gonna call him Johann. King Adlehyde is a humble king who reveres learning. He has a sense of humor, but you must never forget to show proper respect. No, it can't be! Shh, I'm back, Father. No one recognizes me. It's fun to be anonymous. You don't mind, do you? Why are you back so early? The festival isn't open yet. I have my reasons, and I don't particularly want everyone making a big deal. You've never liked crowds, I remember that. It's been 10 years. Look how you've grown. You look just like your mother. Let me remain anonymous until the start of the festival. So that's the main reason we came back with Cecilia, so she can have a heartwarming reunion with her dad. Because that's not going to be as interesting with Rudy or Jack. It'll just be the king saying, hello! And that'll probably be about it. The opening of the festival, the princess's return, what a good omen. Yeah, things are going pretty well around this kingdom right now. Nothing down here. I don't entirely remember my way around the castle. It's a big place. Ooh, Crestcraft. Awesome. Once we get going on the next episode, one of the things I'm going to have to do is get new equipment for everyone, and we are definitely getting a new spell. I think that's just a room where we can rest for free. That might not be until later. Not that we really need it right now anyway. Okay, that goes back to the chef's quarters. Yep, just wanted to confirm we don't have a duplicator yet. Upstairs. Okay, that's the chest we just got. Our world is slowly being swallowed by chaos as we speak. Wow, you're the Debbie Downer in the castle. Everyone else thinks stuff is going great, and the kingdom's due for, like, unlimited happiness forevermore. The minister talked about the princess returning for the festival. I wonder what she's like. I'm new here, so I don't know much about her. Well, apparently neither does anyone else. Well, admittedly, she's been gone for 10 years, so can't blame him too much for not recognizing her, right? It's peaceful now, but you never know when a disaster might strike. A few years back, the kingdom of Arctico was destroyed overnight. I don't know if I've shown you guys the opening of the game or not. Well, not like the opening cinematic, but there is... So a lot of games do like demo gameplay if you wait long enough at the title screen. There's actually some main story information if you wait long enough at the title screen. I was gonna wait until like later in the game to do it, but it might come up a little bit sooner, since that soldier just now mentioned the Kingdom of Arctica being destroyed, because that's what the scene is all about. They look like they're having a great time. You can see everything that goes on from here. All clear. Another peaceful day in Adlehyde. This is one thing that I appreciate about the game. Like, look how many NPCs we've talked to in this episode. Every single one of them has unique dialogue, and all of them have at least one box worth. Like, there's not just a bunch of recycled, like, hello there, all over the place. Everyone at least has something to say. Whether or not it's important doesn't matter. They all have something. The Adlehyde Festival is held together by busy folks like me. Awfully self-important there, aren't you? Once a night, always a night. In Adlehyde, the nights can relax. It's so peaceful here. And I think we've pretty much done the circuit. Only the royal family and their guests are allowed to pass. So, unfortunately, since we're still incognito, we can't go into there yet. Who's this woman, Calamity Jane? I hear she has another name. And I believe that's everything in the castle. And we did town, we did the festival grounds, and we've done the castle. So I'm going to get back up to the front where the parrot post is. And I think that's it for this side episode. So, like I said, it was around 20 minutes or so. Just to give you guys a good dose of the side content where you can just get a feel for the people and the places and such, but it's not gonna bloat or overinflate a main episode it's gonna be pretty long otherwise anyway. People just love to get in my way, don't they? Alright. So we will go ahead and save it. And that's going to be all. So thank you guys for joining me on this side episode. I'm going to wrap it here. and then this is exactly where we'll pick up off of for the next episode. So have a good one, and I hope you'll join me for that. See you later.